So what time are they expecting us?
Paige said any time after 1.
Uh-huh.
Did you get the popcorn?
3 flavors.
I can't bear this.
What?
The guilt.
What do you have to feel guilty about?
Oh, let's see. Where do I start? I feel guilty for taking you away from your patients and your work for the sole purpose of watching me suffer. I feel guilty for using you as an emotional as well as a physical crutch with no regard for your feelings. I feel guilty for laying all my insecurities on you. And I am almost consumed with guilt for making you watch me go through the worst of this chemo and getting nothing in return. Not even the satisfaction of knowing whether or not you helped me. Other than that...
Have I helped?
Yes, you have.
That's all I need to know, and it was worthwhile.
Have you always been this noble? I mean, how come I haven't noticed that?
This isn't noble, Monica. This is the act of a desperate man who will do absolutely anything he can to get you through this. You see, if you don't make it, I'm lost.
Then you're not sorry that you came?
Not if it's helped.
Oh, it has.
Good.
Can I ask you another question?
Anything.
How would you feel about going home now?
That sounds more like a request than a question.
Actually, it is. The worst of this is over. And I'm going to be going home in about a week. I'm going to be probably as much fun as I am right now. And, frankly, I think you could use a break from all of my misery.
Okay, I'll leave tomorrow.
You don't feel rejected?
No. I feel relieved.
Here I was worried you were mincing words with me.
So much for nobility.
Why are you relieved?
For a number of reasons. Your acknowledgement of the fact that this hasn't been easy for me. And your wisdom in knowing that I need a break from all this. But most of all, I'm relieved about the fact that we were able to be honest with each other, Monica, because without that, we have nothing.
We don't spare each other much, do we?
We can't, Monica. This is too important. The fact that we trust each other with the truth has made me know you better and understand you more deeply than I ever have in my whole life. So don't you feel guilty about anything. And I won't feel guilty about going home and leaving you. Makes us about even, doesn't it?
Gee whiz, maybe you shouldn't leave after all.
She's shooting the moon.
She's not shooting the moon.
I'm telling you, she's shooting the moon.
She can't be. Not. Where did that club come from?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ah,
gotcha.
I can't believe it. She shot the moon. How does a little pipsqueak like you learn to be such a cutthroat hearts player?
I'm very good at games.
Yeah. It's a good thing that we weren't playing for money. I'd be ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, didn't your mother ever tell you you're supposed to take it easy on the guests?
No. She told me that I should always do the very best I can. And if other people can't handle it, well, now, that's their problem.
I'm
gonna get some more popcorn. Better, please.
Okay. Got you.
I don't think you should go back to Port Charles yet. You don't want him to go, do you?
Oh, I'm going to be following along next week.
I got to tell you something. I have to go. You know, I just dropped work and took off. And besides that, we've got a couple of sons back home. They must be beating each other up by now.
Well, if I write you, will you send me a postcard?
Absolutely.
I love getting mail, except nowadays it's either doctor's bills or dear occupant. And I'm not dear occupant. I'm dear Emily.
I'll tell you what. I will send you a postcard, and it will say, "Dear Emily, I wish you were here."
I love getting mail. My mom and I sometimes do that. You know, give each other cards and stuff, just for fun. So, when are you leaving?
5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
We could all take you. I love airports. Have you seen the 757?
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I've got some tests at the hospital tomorrow. They moved some appointments so they could get me in. I'm afraid Alan's gonna have to find his own way to the airport.
Listen, Emily, while the corn is popping, why don't you show me those spiders you told me about?
They're not just spiders. They're tarantulas. And you really mustn't be afraid. They love people. Come on.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't like the idea of capturing wild things. I got these for a science project.
Wow.
Pretty big, huh? They can get up to be 10 inches.
10 inches? No way.
Well, that's if you take the big ones and stretch out their legs. And these are just babies in comparison.
Your mother lets you play with them?
Oh, sure. I'll show you.
No, that's fine. I believe you. It's fine.
Nobody understands about tarantulas.
I understand they're poisonous.
They'll only kill you if you're a small vertebrate.
Yeah, but they'll bite you.
If you make them scared or angry.
I know a few people like that. Do you know how you can make a tarantula really angry?
I don't know.
Just tell them they're ugly.
You know, there's this old story my teacher told me, kind of like a myth. It said the bite was so bad, it drove the people crazy. And they ended up doing this dance called... What was it called? I don't remember, but it was something like tarantula.
Tarantella.
That's it. How'd you know?
Listen, I didn't go to college all those years for nothing. So what'd you get on your science project?
An A+.
Huh.
I figured the least I could do is give these two a nice and safe place to live. They look pretty happy. Don't you think?
It's a lump on my rib. Oh, okay. No matter how hard I try, I just know it's another recurrence. Third time's the charm. Does Emily know? No, not yet.
Mom, guess what?
What?
Alan promised he'd bring Monica back to see the cactus bloom in the desert.
Well, I love the cacti here.
Yep, that's what I said. And how there's this special night one that blooms one night in the whole year. And the bats come and pollinate. And so magical, isn't it, Mom?
Pure magic.
That's when Alan said he'd bring you back to see us in May. Would you like that, Monica?
I would like very, very much to come and see you in May.